Hi again. I am coming out of a pretty dark, depressive episode, so let's make a loaf of banana bread. This video has been a long time coming. It's a simple recipe. I'm making the batter for the banana bread in my blender, and so here we go. I'm going to be putting all of the wet ingredients into my blender. Here I've got 2 bananas that I've already whizzed up a little bit. My bananas look like this. They're not quite overripe the way that I would usually want them for banana bread, but they're gonna be fine. Plus I've got 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, which I'll put in there. I have 2 tablespoons of milk. Optionally, I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then I'm also going to add in 2 eggs and a stick of melted butter, which I melted in here and it kind of got all over the microwave, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. After about 30 seconds, you should have your wet ingredients all blended up, and we're going to go ahead and add our dry ingredients directly to the blender carafe as well. So here I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And just because I like to do it, I'm gonna whisk that up a little bit so that it's not so clumpy. And then I'm going to go ahead and add about 1/2 of the dry ingredients to the blender at first, only 1/2. Now, I'm just going to pulse this to mix it together till it just comes together. Now here, that took about 5 or 6 little pulses. I'm gonna scrape this down with a spatula, add the rest of the flour, and then mix it again. Now all we have to do is turn off the blender, get the blade out and cleaned off, and then pour this batter into a standard 9-inch by I think 4.5-inch loaf pan. And I will show you before I put it in the oven. To prepare my pans for baking, I swear by just any brand of baking spray, the no-stick spray that has a little bit of flour in it. I just think that that works better than using parchment or regular no-stick spray or even butter and flour. I really like that stuff. Now that I've got it in the pan, I'm gonna take it and just drop it. I'm not fully dropping it, I've got my hands to guide it, but that just gets some of the air bubbles out of it. And then I'm gonna bake it at 350 degrees for a whole hour. A quick note from bed as I'm getting ready to upload this video. Start with 50 minutes. I misread my recipe notes. I thought it said 60, but it's 50 minutes, not a full hour. You might need a full hour if your bananas are extra big, or there's a lot of other factors, but start with 50 minutes and it should be good. Another really good thing that I like to do is sprinkle about 1 tablespoon or so of sugar on the top of it, and it just makes a nice crunchy crust in the oven. It is fresh from the oven. Now, it does look a little crazy. It rose a little bit strange because of the sugar on top, but that kind of always happens. The most important thing, you have to let it cool for at least 10, maybe 15 minutes before you get it out of the tray and eat it. Otherwise, it's gonna be soggy and you won't like it, I don't think. Okay, it's been 10 minutes and I couldn't wait anymore. So there it is. It's like perfect texture. So give this a try. It's a really easy banana bread recipe and it's pretty foolproof.